Schools are a safe space for kids to learn and grow. Libraries are an integral component of schools, where students can read and let their curiosity flow. The COVID-19 pandemic had a major impact on students and teachers. One school gave us insight into overcoming the new obstacles they faced. Due to safety concerns during the pandemic, Pacific Grove's Robert Down Elementary School Library was forced to shut its doors. For the first time in 16 years, their librarian, Anne, could not allow kids into her library.
I have a library that it turns out had no outside air access. The air quality wasn't guaranteed safe, and we had no way of monitoring it. So for 3.5 years, there were no children in this library.
Due to being shut down, the school felt it was important to take next steps in figuring out how to make the library a safe space to continue education. After in-depth research, school administrators learned the value of good indoor air quality for the safety of its students and staff. But what exactly is indoor air quality, and why is it important?
Why indoor air quality is so important is fundamentally because much of our society, for example, schools, are taking place in indoor environments. So the quality of indoor air that students or people in offices are breathing is very important for their health, their well-being, and their productivity. We were given funding to create an award program and issue these awards to either school districts or local health jurisdictions that were wanting to carry out innovative indoor air quality projects to educate their communities about the importance of ventilation and indoor air quality to control the transmission of diseases such as COVID-19. This grant was created by the SMARTER Plan, which was a plan released by Governor Newsom to outline California's new approach to dealing with the COVID pandemic.
Pacific Grove Unified School District and its leadership understands that the health and well-being of their students and staff requires them to take an initiative to improve their indoor environments with quality air circulation to reduce infection risk.
The very first step that we're taking to improve indoor air quality actually began with COVID, and that was opening the doors and windows to get better air exchange, adding in-room small HEPA filters to increase filtration. The other thing that we are doing is opening our economizers to at least 50%. Having good indoor air quality reduces viruses, pollutants, and other things that are found in indoor environment. With that, we have better health for our students. It increases the cognitive ability of our students with better air. We are knowing now where our air quality is already good and where it's not. And this really helps us to get to the goal that we need to.
We installed our Wind Halo indoor air quality monitor in each classroom. And the purpose of that at a high level is to understand in real time the air quality. We measure 14 different healthy air metrics, including particulate matter, TVOC, humidity, and more, CO2 and more. And more importantly, we turn that data into analytics that are useful. That could be recommendations, that could be alerts. Indoor air quality is important for learning. There's been studies that have shown that improved indoor air quality, whether that be through lower amounts of CO2, lower amounts of pollutants like PM 2.5, can lead to improved learning. And so keeping the air clean is critical for our children and for the teachers and all the faculty in a school.
At the height of the pandemic, schools were shut down for an extended period, which took away the easy access to a library for students. Even though Anne's library was shut down, she went above and beyond, finding creative solutions to bring some resources to her students.
We delivered books out. I did lessons out in the classrooms. They made requests by computer. They came to the door and stood on the other side of the table, and we would select books and see if they were the right fit. But our circulation plummeted. But then Mr. Anderson and company got an air monitoring system installed during the summer, and they were able to get real-time air reports on exactly what the situation was here in the library, and it let them reopen the room. We were able to find that most of the time the air quality was acceptable, and the kids were able to come back in, which has been great. If you think about it, our fifth graders hadn't been in the library since they were in first grade. Our fourth graders since they were kindergarten, and anybody third grade and below had never set foot inside our library. So they've been loving it.
Although the pandemic clearly impacted the school, it has prepared them for future health emergencies. It has taught them the difference of having not only short-term fixes, such as changing filters, buying portable air cleaners, and opening windows, but also the importance of creating a plan for a long-term systems approach.
We're still dealing with COVID, and that's something we're going to have around for a while, but we also have to deal with colds and flu and all of the things that can be transferred all the time through air systems. So it's good that we work on something that improves it for a permanent basis.
We're looking to improve air quality by the use of bringing outdoor air in through energy recovery ventilators. When we could have an energy recovery ventilator bring treated air into the room that's not cold and damp, and we could maybe run a warm-up in the morning and have our heaters shut off after they get to 68 degrees and have that optimal learning environment, both temperature-wise and air quality-wise, we're just going to see great things for our students and staff. I think the greatest advice I could give others that are being serious about indoor air quality at their schools is to not just do some stopgap measures and just add filters to the room and increase the MERV rating of a filter in a furnace. I think they need to really do their research, contact the right people, and getting the professionals involved.
By implementing proper indoor air quality measures, you can also make a difference in your school and in your students' education. Visit the webpage listed to find resources and answers to frequently asked questions.